She texted about a stranger, then vanished. The Stefanie Pieper case. Across the crime, true crime documentary. On a cold night in late November 2025, in Graz, Austria, a woman walked into her apartment building believing she was finally safe. She had just returned from a Christmas party. She was tired, and she was only steps from her front door. Her name was Stefanie Pieper. She never made it inside. The final messages. Stefanie was a 31-year-old beauty influencer, followed by thousands online. That night, she messaged a friend to say she had arrived home. Then moments later, her tone changed. She sent one last message. "There's someone here, a dark figure in the stairwell." After that, silence. No replies. No calls answered. No movement. When concern turned into fear. The next day, Stefanie missed a scheduled photo shoot. Friends tried reaching her. Her phone rang unanswered. When police entered her apartment, something felt wrong. Her belongings were untouched. Her dog was alone. There were no signs she had planned to leave. What had started as a wellness check quickly became a missing person investigation. The clue that changed everything. Days later, authorities discovered a burning car in a casino parking lot near the Austria-Slovenia border. The vehicle belonged to Stefanie's ex-boyfriend. He was arrested and questioned, unable to give a convincing explanation for why his car had been set on fire or where Stefanie was. Pressure mounted. And then, the truth began to unravel. A confession and a crossing. Investigators say the suspect eventually confessed. According to police, an argument turned violent. Stefanie was strangled. Her life ended not in some remote place, but in the aftermath of a personal conflict. What happened next shocked even seasoned investigators. Her body was placed inside a suitcase, driven across an international border, and buried in a forest in Slovenia. Days later, police followed his directions. They found the suitcase. Inside was Stefanie Pieper. The case sent shockwaves across Europe and online communities worldwide. 2 additional family members, the suspect's brother and stepfather, were later arrested on suspicion of helping conceal evidence, raising questions about how far the cover-up went. For Stefanie's followers, the reality was devastating. A woman who shared beauty, routine, and daily life online, gone in a single night. Why this case gripped the world? This wasn't an old cold case. It unfolded in real time, with text messages, location trails, and social media updates watched by thousands. It exposed how quickly familiar relationships can turn fatal. Warning signs can appear moments too late. And digital lives can end without answers. By December 2025, the case had become one of the most discussed international true crime stories, not because of mystery, but because of how real, fast, and close to home it felt. Across the crime. Stefanie Pieper didn't disappear into the unknown. She vanished in a place meant to be safe, her own home. Her final message reminds us that danger doesn't always come from strangers in the dark. Sometimes, it comes from the people we already know. Across the crime, telling the stories the world can't look away from.